Wind up, unwind. We bend from the hips forward. And then we let our arms hang. A lot of people say, well, how much do they hang and everything? Well, a simple checkpoint to get all this in sync. If you put the club, you hold the club here, in the middle of your shoulder, it should fall somewhere through the middle of your knees and look straight into the balls of my feet. So that means I've got my weight nice and even. I'm not too far over the top here, or if I'm way too back here, you can see. So what I'm trying to get is a nice central weight line. Right, and then moving the club away first. I really think that's the best tip to get things moving. The club head's got to travel the furthest, so we better get that moving first. So if that moves and pulls everything round, we then get ourselves into this set position. We've completed really almost a swing. And our plane check from that position is just slide the hands down and then check where that grip is pointing. And it should be, if I put a ball midway between my foot and the ball, that grip should be pointing pretty close to that ball. Now I'm on plane for the backswing. Now all I've got to keep doing now is turning the shoulders and moving the weight onto my right leg. So if I keep coiling up, I've now made a very good backswing. Notice the wrist position is exactly the same as I started. I haven't all of a sudden cupped it this way or tried to arch it over to shut the club face. It's nice and neutral. A good tip when you take a practice swing is the club should be pointing to the left of the target, a little bit laid off, because obviously on a full swing you're going to wind it up and hopefully get that pointing exactly on plane. Now remember, when you get to the top of the backswing, the importance of really keeping these knees solid. We've got to have some resistance in that, because if you wind up and knees move, you know, to your friends you'll look like you've made a nice backswing, you've wound up, but you've created no coil, and these legs are going to cause you a lot of problems. So resist and wind it up. So let me now talk about my thoughts on the downswing. So as we've just been saying, I've wound it up, so let's unwind it coming down. So the arms start to unwind. The biggest thing we will try to work on here is getting this distance between the right hand and the right shoulder. We want that getting greater straight away as the first move. Now if we can pull that down to this area here, then we can then commit the whole of the right side, and it works from the top working down. We commit the right shoulder, which pulls the right hip, which then pulls the knee, which then pulls the heel off the ground. So the right shoulder commits itself to impact. Now you can see from here, often a misconception of getting to impact, everybody thinks you should be dead square. In fact, you've got to get everything open. The hips and shoulders are open, because what we're trying to do is create a path through for the arms to swing so they can release through, and you can really then commit yourself to pulling right through to make a good follow through. But the most important thing is, you know, speeding up all the time. We want a bit of zip on the bottom of the ball there, and then really pull it through to a nice finish with my stomach facing the target. So let me demonstrate one of those. Resist and wind it up.